TailorMade Software is the premier CAD data manipulation firm in the world. We were founded in 1990, so this is our 30th year in business. For the last 25 years, we have concentrated mainly on AutoCAD data manipulation, conversion, and viewing software. We have offices near Seattle, Washington, and Stockholm, Sweden. I am Scott Taylor. I have over 40 years of experience in CAD, mainly in CAD data conversion and in manipulation. I founded TailorMade in 1990, and in 2001, I was recognized as a CAD pioneer by the CAD Society.
Hello, my name is Kasper Harnung. It is a great pleasure to get the opportunity to meet the ODA and the ODA community online here today. On a brief background note, I learned CAD by working on DraCAD, probably the world's first icon-based CAD system developed by Koso Systems in Tokyo, Japan. Koso System is one of Japan's largest independent CAD makers. Here at TailorMade, I'm responsible for our CAD Viewer component and will later show you how it interacts with the ODA components and our other technology. TailorMade software has an extensive suite of CAD conversion and visualization tools that our user companies integrate as part of their own business logic. So companies will use our tools to convert drawings, they will use our tools to have drawings interact with the databases, be able to extract or add content to drawings using JSON and XML, and finally be able to interact with the drawings online. Today we're going to show you a few use cases using our tools, but with focus on AxPublish, AutoExchange, and CAD Viewer. Now back to Scott, who will drive the first use case with AxPublish and then illustrate creation of intelligent hotspots using AutoExchange.
AxPublish is our batch PDF report generator. It allows the user to combine many drawing types such as DWG, DXF, DGN, etc. with data. You can highlight areas on the drawing and create charts and tables of data, which can come from a database system, Excel spreadsheet, or even from within the drawing itself. It is highly customizable via JSON or XML. Let's look at a couple of demos of AxPublish. First, we'll create a report with a drawing and data table. The data will be pulled from a drawing, in this case a simple count of the various blocks. The drawing is a generic casino with gaming tables that are each represented by a block. The report will show how many of each type of block are used in the drawing. AxPublish uses a simple JSON or XML configuration file. In this case, we're going to count the blocks and make a table from that data. The first page will be the drawing, and the second page will have the table. If the table is too big, it will add more pages as needed. Here is the resulting PDF file with the drawing and the single-page table. As mentioned, if the table is too big to fit on a single page, then it will use as many pages as needed. AxPublish really shines when linked to data sources external to the drawing, like a database management system, Excel, or JSON file. This PDF page shows the drawing and the table of rooms used by a given department. The drawing is highlighted and the corresponding table is created alongside the drawing. The entire process is highly customizable via JSON or XML. Visual Query is a combination of AutoExchange to prepare the drawing and CAD Viewer to visualize it. AutoExchange takes a drawing with no links and creates an SVG with links based on spatial relationships. This text is inside that room. CAD Viewer then displays the drawing using the database keys from the drawing, this text, to make database relationships. Alternately, links can be based on hyperlinks, blocks, attributes, or Xdata. The sample drawing is a typical polygonized arquebus drawing. It has an ID text on layer $$ text, room outlines on layer $, and no hyperlinks or Xdata are present. AutoExchange is called with the room and text layer, and it automatically creates the links. CAD Viewer displays the drawing here with the text layer off. When you hover over the room is highlighted. If you click on the room, the database information is displayed. Here, the name, type, phone, and organization. You can also click on the external list and the room will be highlighted. If you want to see the graphical slices of data, you can easily highlight groups like here, the organization.
Before our last use case, let me briefly give you an overview of CAD Viewer. CAD Viewer is an SVG-based viewing component that is extended with classes to handle CAD specifics such as views, layers, blocks, coordinates, etc. It connects with our conversion engines to display AutoCAD, MicroStation, Adobe files, as well as JSON and XML input file using our schemas. It got full Unicode support for display and an extensive API for graphical manipulation of content on the CAD canvas. Hi, I'm going to give you a brief illustration of what we call the space object capability of CAD Viewer. I have CAD Viewer running on a canvas inside a web browser. In CAD Viewer, we are using JavaScript with SVG for display, which gives multi-platform capabilities and no external dependencies, whatever platform we're on. And we then integrate that to communicate with the backend using Angular, Node.js, Servlets, .NET, or PHP, depending on what users want to use. What you're seeing here on the canvas down here is actually an autonomous warehouse somewhere in China. So it is, needless to say, quite large. Let me just take and zoom in over a small portion of this particular warehouse. What you can see here is that there are some objects defined, some autonomous forklifts defined. I can move the mouse over them and they would highlight. Each of these is then through our API made intelligent, so you can open a modal and connect, user-defined connect to whatever you want. In this case, it's loader status on what's loaded on it, or it's engine status, or whatever. In real time, there'll be numerous of these objects being tracked and the location echoed to the screen using our API. So let me then zoom in a bit and let us try and run a typical sequence how things would look on a daily basis in a place like this. Obviously the forklift runs faster now than when it's actually API controlled. What's really interesting here is that and very powerful is that the DOM provides the ability to only update the portions of graphic that's moving. That's very distinctive and a fantastic feature when doing web development. And let us now zoom out here and give us a little sequence of what is happening last. And now all the objects are finally docked and are ready to be uploaded, unloaded, or whatever is happening here. So thank you for watching. Many thanks for listening in on how we use the ODA tools in our components. Please see our site, tailormade.com, for more information. See you next year at the conference. Goodbye for now and stay safe.